Hey guys, and welcome back to another YouTube video. In this video we're going through the Port Adelaide versus Richmond game, going through who went well, as ROZEE sort of shone. 138 was actually huge. Houston, Dersma, Butters didn't have the effect that I thought he would. And then Richmond, it was the Dusty Martin show really showing out in the first half. I think he fell away a little bit in the second, but came back in the last to end up with 113 and short a 99. Fell away massively after a huge first. But before we get into the video, remember to like and subscribe, turn the notification bell on so you know when I upload, and let's get into the video. So as you can see here, ROZEE ended up with a 138, 25, 43, 29, 41, absolutely huge from him. You had Houston here at 119 as well, 33, 27, 27, 32, so a really consistent output from him. And he's one that's sort of gone under the radar a little bit, has those off games, but when you're a distributor, sometimes you just can have those off games where you don't get those disposals and those cheap marks. But he's come home, he's had a relatively good season. He's averaged 93, something like that. You've also got Dersma here showing out, so maybe this is one to look at, but I don't think it'll be consistent. And you really, when you're averaging 63, you're looking for those. Out of the many guys that average 60 odd, you're looking for those 3 to 4 guys that are going to pump up towards that 80, 90. You're really looking for a plus 20, 25 season on season. Butters, 104. Did he end up with 100 average? I don't think so. I don't remember, so I'm going to have to check that on my phone and see if he ended up with 100 average. I'm pretty sure it was close, but I don't think he got there in the end. I think he ended up just short. 99.5, so he was 10, 11 points off, I believe. So yeah, ended up close, but didn't get there in the end. If we look at, he was at 22.88, so he was 12 points off 100. Drew, 98. Farrell, 83. Burton, 76. Wine, 75. Powell Pepper, 74. Boak, 71. Rioli, 65. McEntee, Evans, Bergman, Finlayson, Alir, Jones, Burn Jones, Horn Francis, again, just shocker after shocker for him. And if you look here, he just doesn't get involved, and this is a huge problem into that. He does have those really good games, but I'm really going to want a midfielder that has 6, 7 standout games, but then goes missing in the other games. Because when you really come up against a strong opposition, I guess, if he's not going to put those performances in consistently enough, I don't see where they go from there. Martin, absolutely huge. Yes, he did have a little bit down on the third, but then came back in the fourth and came home strong. It wasn't too far down. It was only 5 points down, but still a little bit down. Short as well, you're going to see here a massive first quarter. And then just nothing after that. 47, 18, 17, 17. So that is, 99. I thought he was on track for a 120 when he went nuts, but still 99 isn't the worst, to be honest. Then you have Soldo here, somehow ending up on an 88. Will be interesting to see the splits between Soldo and also Nank Curvis next year, but we'll wait and see on that one. Nank, 86, majority ruck, obviously, and just didn't really get going outside of the hitouts, to be honest. Broad, 81. Bolton, 78. Bolton didn't get going in the last as well. He was on 69 at three-quarter time, but then struggled to get going, I guess, and only got the 9 in the last quarter, including a free kick against. But only 3 disposals and a mark, as well as a free kick against in the last. Trezees, really strong game from him, but just sucks how he's going to be the go-to of next year, in that everyone's going to be like, oh, he averaged 77, but he's going to be priced at 60 or something like that. So therefore he's already 17 point unders. I don't think it obviously doesn't work like that. Goda had a shocker. Don't even think Goda was selected to start last year. Trezees, I don't think you can rely on him to go 75 or something like that. 75 would be a very good season from Trezees next year as his first full year in the league if he was to play consistently. So I don't think there's much value there, being a 27% discount on 77. If I just quickly do that, he'd be priced at 56. So 21 point unders. And like I was saying, 75 or 80 would be a very good season. and you just cannot say with enough definitively that he's gonna, or certainty that he's gonna be able to do that. So I wouldn't go for him. It is, some would view it as similar to those guys that you're like saying, like I was saying with who was it, Dersma, the 63, whether he can get to 90 with those guys that can actually make that jump. Like we said with Hoff yesterday, I'm pretty sure, and Dempsey, those guys that can make that 30-40 jump. But I think it's more reliable for those other guys that have shown it, but also like Dempsey, I think went, 84, or did he go, or something? What did Dempsey go? Let me just quickly check that up. As we've got time on this video, to be honest. Let's see, round 24. Where is it? Here we are, Geelong. Dempsey went 84, as I said, 84. So I think he's got more room to grow, because I'm pretty sure he was priced at like, did we say 30s or something like that? So yeah, I think there's more room for Dempsey to grow than there is the likes of Trezeguet or Trezees, as Trezees is going to be priced at like Dempsey's going to be priced at 32.8 and taking a 15% discount on that. So that's priced at 27. Trezees is priced at what? Did we say 56 just then? So that's 29 difference. And yes, Trezees might average 20 more than him. But still, I'm at 20 more than him if, say, Dempsey only makes 55. But even the Dempsey 34 that he averaged before, he had at least 2 sub games, I believe. If we look here, he had, that was his first full game, I believe. And the other game he went against Richmond that he did all right in, he made a 42 in 49% game time. So he runs around about a point a minute, or 0.1% on time on ground, which is an all right. That's going to get him at least an average of 70 or so, and 70 is plus like 41 or 43 or whatever we said. Yeah, plus 42. So plus 42 is a massive up, rather than this Treze, which it could be only 19, 18. So that's where the value comes in. Ross 69, Taranto 69, terrible game from him. And his last month or two of footy has pretty much taken him out of all contentions for higher honours. Didn't make All-Australian, etc. And isn't gonna. He's gonna be at one point, I think, on top in the Brownlow or second, and he's gonna fall away to, I think, 5th or 6th. Bolter 66, Dow 66, so another one to look at, but doesn't really show that he can, especially after Cochin and Reebok have gone, hasn't really shown that he can step it up another gear. Same with Tom Brown, as we were saying with Trezees. It's just, if he averages 60 next year, it's a good season, and he's going to be priced at probably 15 under or something. Vlosten, Hopper, Banks, Young, Baker, Rioli, Grimes, Bauer. Bauer's going to be, just didn't get involved, Bauer, and this is not loading for some reason. But there's that. Let me just try and reset this. Looks like it's going very slow. But yeah, so those type of guys are going to be very, very, I guess, they're not gonna have a much impact. Bauer, Baker, well, Baker could, but just his role with Short in the side so different. Banks as well, 52, got alive in the first quarter, but then did nothing. So yeah, there's about 4 or 5 newbies at Richmond that don't really score as well, but that is pretty much the video. I did stretch it out a little bit in the Richmond section of it, but that's the video, and I'll see you guys in the next recap, which I think is the Swans game. And then you've got the last game of the season, the GWS versus Carlton game, and that's it for the reviews. And then I'll probably record my final team review, I guess, video, and what went wrong, what went well, etc. And then you've got dispersed over the rest of the year, over the rest of the next like 3 or 4 weeks will be just other things following up, different thoughts that I had over the season, etc. And videos about them, different, probably my top 5 learnings, top 5 takeaways, etc. What top 5 went well, top 5 that didn't go so well, etc. And do that. But that is the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.